What's going on, guys? It's your boy John the Liquidator coming back with another video. So it looked like Christie Size is setting a record straight about the Indiana Fever 2024 season so far. Guys, for this one here, we got to go all the way up to Indy. Let's get it. Let's go. Fever coach Christie Size has definitely been at the topic of discussion this whole 2024 season. Ever since the arrival of Caitlin Clark has came into the midst, he has been in the spotlight for quite some time. Now, a lot of fans is not happy with the young coach. I feel as if we all just got to give her some time. And just like I predicted weeks ago, Christie Size was going to get this thing turned around because at the end of the day, Caitlin Clark is a generational talent. Now, a lot of fans weren't happy with the way she was managing Caitlin Clark throughout the 2024 season. Some fans are still calling for the head coach to be taken off the job and getting rid of immediately. But with all that being said, she shedded more light on that rough start and how the future of the Indiana Fever will be looking moving forward. With all that being said, let's roll the footage.
It's a win over New York, but it feels like something a little more for this group than just a W. What's the biggest takeaway, kind of a broader sense from that game?
It's just who they are, the number one team in the league right now. Like, for them to come here and us play the way we did. Just leading up to it, the Phoenix game, kind of, we grew in that game, and then you go play Vegas. That was a tough game, played good 3 quarters, but then to come out against New York, have a tough offensive quarter in the second and the third quarter, but still keep playing hard defensively. That's just where we grew. And team win the other day.
There's a poise and a mental toughness that seems to be growing with this group. Have you felt that over these couple of months that you've been together now?
Yeah, I think that just goes to the same message I just keep trying to say. This is an inexperienced young team that just needs time to grow. The expectations out there for what this team should be doing right now, I've just got to keep it in, keep everyone focused, and we just have to keep getting better.
What does a win like that against New York do to this team's confidence moving forward?
Yeah, it was just, to go back in that locker room and to have all those, amazing things that had happened. Lexi played well, Dee Dee get some great shots, played well, and then for Caitlin to get that triple-double in the win against New York, you couldn't have scripted it any better.
Katie Lou was in the starting lineup, out back in. How was the dynamic a little different with her in the starting 5?
Yeah, Katie Lou is a team player. Whatever we need from her, whatever that is, whether that's a 3 or a 4, she challenges the defense when she's able to play the 4 a good bit with her shooting ability, and then also as the 3. You're able to stretch and have just a bunch of really good shooters on the floor with her in there. So, I think she just brings her length, brings another dynamic, and then her ability to just contest shots and get rebounds.
You brought up Caitlin's triple-double, obviously a historic moment for her and this team, but how are you continuously just shocked by she just keeps one-upping herself and doing all these crazy things?
Yeah, she's an extraordinary player, person. She was more concerned about that win. That's what's so awesome about her. Yes, she was excited, but, to get that win against New York was everything to her.
What does it mean for Christie Wallace to just make the Australia Olympic team?
Yeah. Got that news the other day. That's just incredible. Dream come true for her. And, we're all really happy for her. It was cool to hear her say, when she called her family and talked to them and gave them the news, how awesome it was.
Christie's been a role player for this team. Just the minutes that she gets, she seems to maximize when she has. What have you seen out of her that she, kind of every time her number gets called, she just seems to be ready?
Yeah, well, that's, one of the reasons when I was able to have the opportunity to bring her here, that's what she does. Whatever's needed for the team. She will be pick up the best offensive player, defend whoever, be ready to shoot wide open shots when they're open, run the offense if we need to. She's just able to help us wherever we need it.
How can she?
Do you feel this team playing looser, freer, primarily through the month of June to now? It just feels like the game slowed down for them almost.
I don't know if it's looser and freer. I think it's just experience. I think it's, time together, chemistry, understanding where people are going to be in certain moments and not, trying to figure it out on the fly like we had to do early. So I would give it more of just the timing and chemistry and just coming together as a team.
You feel the learning happening quicker as you start to repeat opponents now, the second, third, fourth time against teams?
Yeah, regardless of who we play, we're trying to, we set our individual goals and our team goals, and whatever we need to work on in those moments, we try to compare like what happened in the New York game to get us ready for the Washington game. What can we really focus on that happened in New York to help us get ready for Washington? So again, it is just constantly just trying to get better in different areas.
You've had a few days off. You have a weird noon tip against Washington tomorrow. What's the message going into that early game?
Yeah, I think sometimes that game after the game is really tough. Like to beat New York, and you have all this energy and excitement just to make sure, like, regardless of who the opponent is, show up, do the exact same thing.
2 days off before New York, and then 2 days off now after that win. Is that kind of a sense of recognizing player fatigue as it just gets closer to the break?
Just what we have coming up that played a part in it. With the games coming up, and then, sometimes as a coach, things that happen, things that happen good, and there was a schedule before. You think about that, but these guys got in and got a bunch of shots up and worked on some 5-on-0 stuff to help Dee in her transition to get more minutes.
How do you see Dee kind of, as you start to work her into the mix now? She could be a very integral part of this puzzle, kind of coming in the middle like this. Where can she maximize her effort?
Yeah, I think we're just lucky to have a player like Dee who has the experience that she has. Playing in Minnesota with those great players that she played with. I mean, she's just the ultimate vet. Like, whatever our team needs, she's willing. She made a couple cuts in the game the other night that got her a wide open layup just because she recognized the defense, just made a vet play. But just really excited to have her available for us now.
With Temi's right thumb injury, just what's the timeline on that for her to come back?
Yeah, we're just kind of waiting to hear. Like, we're in a holding pattern right now and waiting to hear where we are with her.
That was Christie Sides, setting the record straight about the New York Liberty game and speaking about this 2024 season. Now, I know a lot of people was not feeling Christie's side, but we got to cut her a little slack, bruh. This was all new to her, obviously, but it's looking like the team is finally getting their feet up under them, and Caitlin Clark could potentially help send this team to the playoffs. And I believe if they make it to the playoffs, guys, we're going to see Christie Sides again next year. Let me know what y'all think about that. Get down in the comment section. Let me know y'all thoughts about this. Keep them Bills on, because I'm going to bring you the news. And until next time, man, shake the haters off. I'm out of here. Peace out.